How did a young man from the Netherlands go from a kart-obsessed kid to a four-time champion who dominates Formula One like no one else? Max Verstappen is not just a driver, he is the living example of what determination, sacrifice, and a strong mentality can achieve. Throughout his career, he has faced criticism, controversy, and fierce competition. However, what sets him apart is not only his skill behind the wheel, but a cool, competitive mentality. Max sees no obstacles, only opportunities to prove how great his talent is. Today, we'll explore how this young Dutchman has become an icon of motorsport. Max has been the face of the formula for 4 years in a row, and here's what we can learn from his road to success. The Dutchman was born on September 30th, 1997, in Hasselt, Belgium, but proudly represents the Netherlands. From the beginning, his life has been linked to motorsport. His father, Jos Verstappen, was a Formula One driver, and his mother, Sophie Kumpen, a leading kart racer. While other children spent their afternoons playing, Max grew up surrounded by engines, tyres, and competitions. Jos Verstappen was not just a father, he was a demanding mentor who did not accept mediocrity. Max remembers the long practice sessions in karting, often under pressure and difficult conditions. His father not only taught him driving techniques, but obsessive work ethic. No excuses was the motto of Jos, an extreme lesson that marked his competitive character. And of course he recognises this is the kind of training that makes true champions, so Maxi is happy with this. This is explained by Maxi in one of the interviews.
I'm very thankful of how we grew up and how I got to the top. But it's fine, I mean, I also needed to be pushed when I was a kid. And my dad definitely did that, and I'm very happy that he did, because it made me the driver that I am today.
At the age of 7, Max was already winning local competitions. At 15, he was crowned world karting champion, taking on opponents much older than him. His natural talent was evident, but what really set him apart was his approach. While other young drivers could relax after a win, Max was always thinking about how to improve and how to win the next race. For him, second place was not enough. He had to prove that he was only racing to be number one. His arrival in Formula One. In 2015, Max Verstappen made history by making his Formula One debut at just 17 years old, becoming the youngest driver to compete in the premier category of motorsport. This was a direct jump from Formula 3 to Formula One thanks to his incredible performance. Since it took little Max only 7 months to achieve 10 victories in Formula 3, the Toro Rosso team did not hesitate to get his services and put a lot of trust in him. Many critics even doubted his ability to handle the pressure, but he quickly shut their mouths. In his first year with Toro Rosso, Max showed flashes of genius. His aggressive driving style and ability to overtake in impossible places made him the centre of attention. Although his inexperience cost him some mistakes, it was clear that the Dutchman had something special, an almost reckless courage and a natural instinct for finding the limits of his car. A year later in 2016, after only a few races with Toro Rosso, Red Bull Racing made an unprecedented decision to promote him to their main team. The team decided to just roll the dice, and it has been a decision they will never regret. On his Red Bull debut, Max won the Spanish Grand Prix, becoming the youngest driver ever to win a Formula One race. He was only 18 years old. It is undoubtedly a recognition he will have for many years to come, as the FIA has restrictions to prevent new drivers from entering at such an early age. This victory was not only historic, but a clear message to the other drivers. A new contender had arrived. As Max matured, so did his driving style. He went from being an impetuous youngster to a ruthless strategist, capable of combining aggressiveness and precision like few others in the history of Formula One. However, his path was not without controversy. Max quickly gained a reputation for his aggressive driving style, which often made his rivals uncomfortable. Drivers such as Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel criticised him on several occasions, accusing him of being reckless in his manoeuvres. But for Max, every overtake was a statement. I'm here to win, not to settle. 2021, the epic battle with Lewis Hamilton. The 2021 championship marked a turning point in his career. Max finally had the car he had dreamed of long before, and he got to go head-to-head with a 7-time world champion, Lewis Hamilton. This was one of the most dramatic and entertaining seasons in F1 history. After endless years in which the Mercedes team swept all the championships, someone had finally arrived who could stand up to them. 2021 was a season in which 2 drivers left blood and sweat to harvest the most points. We had 2 teams with their claws out to win it all, and this fight went all the way to the last race in Abu Dhabi, where both drivers had the same number of points. After several accidents and a red flag, a thrilling and controversial finish gave Max his first world title. It was a victory that divided opinions, but solidified his place among the greats. Max is a racing obsessive, not just relying on his natural talent. He devotes hours to data analysis, simulations, and physical work. Even in the off-season, his focus doesn't change. While other drivers are relaxing, Max is planning how to win the next championship. And he even competes virtual championships, where he also brings out all his talent. Max has been criticised for his temper in the past, but he has learned to channel his emotions. Every failure becomes a lesson, every criticism a motivation to prove them wrong. His ability to remain calm under pressure is one of the key reasons for his success. The following seasons saw the beginning of a new regulation in Formula One cars where more priority was given to the aerodynamic components of the cars, and the floor became a fundamental key for their good behaviour. The following seasons, the Red Bull team has not had worthy rivals that could dethrone them, while other teams such as Mercedes, Ferrari or McLaren had serious problems understanding how to tune the car. This is also due to the genius behind the aerodynamics Adrian Newey, who created a demolishing car capable of dominating every race. For this season, 2024 again shows us that no one is at his level. Although he no longer has the best car on the grid, Max has been practically unbeatable, since recently he is once again ratified as champion and receives his 4th consecutive championship in the city of Las Vegas. This has been a season where we have seen 7 different drivers reach the top of the podium. But even so, throughout this year, Max has shown that there is no rival capable of matching his combination of speed, intelligence, and consistency. Somehow he manages to get the most out of his Red Bull, even though his team was struggling to find a balance as good as McLaren. This time the fight was against British driver Lando Norris. He was believed to have the fastest car this season, but having the best car is not enough in such a competitive sector. Throughout his career, Max has faced criticism that his achievements are the result of having the best car. However, his ability to maximise performance even on days when the car is less than perfect shows that his success goes far beyond the material in his hands. This is very easy to explain when we take a look at his performance at the 2024 Brazilian Grand Prix, where it is normal to see the races take place on a wet track. In the words of Esteban Ocon, driver of the Alpine team, this puts the cars on the same level, but not the drivers. Max starts the race being one of the last, but while most of the drivers were making mistakes, Max shows his skills by overtaking where no one else could, and winning that race with almost 20 seconds of Esteban. It was one of the most exciting races to watch, without no doubts. Max Verstappen's story is a powerful reminder that talent, while important, is not enough. It is his cold-blooded mentality that has taken him to the top. So what can we learn from Max Verstappen? Number 1, discipline over talent. As a child, Max learned that hard work overcomes any obstacle. Number 2, resilience in the face of criticism. Despite controversy, Max never allowed outside opinions to dictate his destiny. Number 3, winning mentality. For Max, every day is a new opportunity to be better, and that mentality is applicable in any field. Max Verstappen is much more than a 4-time champion. He is a symbol of focus and determination. His story reminds us that although the road to success is full of challenges, those who are willing to put their heads down, do the hard work and keep their eyes fixed on the goal can achieve extraordinary things. And now the question is, for you, what could you achieve if you adopt Max Verstappen's mindset? If he can dominate the world of Formula One with his focus and discipline, you too can conquer your own challenges. You just need to be KindAmbitious and stay unstoppable. Fuck your feelings, fuck your excuses, just focus on your goals. Thanks for staying until the end of this video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button. This will help with the growth of this new channel. And of course, be part of this ambitious community. Please don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.